Hi everyone, welcome to ScoreCraft Play Session Live number 43. My name is Goni Peles and I'm joined by Yuval Adler, Shira Agmon and Taibah Orpin. The plan for this session is to retry playing the scenario Green Scroll. Last session we had quite a lot of technical issues, which I hope I've managed to fix. I also realized my microphone was muted on OBS when watching the stream, so that was another issue, but I hope things will run smoother in this session. Not a good start with all these clicks, but
I think that's on my end, sorry.
yeah,
That should stop it from happening again.
yeah, let's hope that these are the technical issues and now we start fresh.
Intro
Anyway.
round 2.
Yay!
Yeah, so since you couldn't hear me last time, I'll go over some key details about Green Scroll.
Is that recording still up?
On YouTube?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
good.
the music was so
Did you put
good.
in captions?
Yeah. I mean,
This is what I think I said.
yeah, it would be difficult actually to do that, unless I get a specialist that can.
I think there's some AI for that now, pretty sure, for a few
Really,
years.
like
Lip
from
reading
the-
kind of.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so the key details I just want to give about Green Scroll. The mini games in Green Scroll Walk and Touch have been updated a lot since we last played this scenario. And I wanted to make sure the scenario still worked with these changes, and it didn't. I mean, it partly did, but not as expected. So it was good that we found that out. The other reason I wanted to try this scenario again was to explore a couple of elements related to the musical form this scenario can generate. First, I've expanded the scenario to include both positive and negative feedback loops, depending on the setup. Before, it only had positive feedback, which positive feedback makes the game easier for the leading player rather than trying to balance the game. So that's one thing. The other thing is that this scenario can feature a decelerator-like element, which is essentially a part of the game that slows down the players and creates a situation where it seems that the game is closer than it actually is. Both of these elements might have interesting consequences for the resultant musical form, so I hope that in this session the technical aspects will work and we'll be able to focus more on the music. Yeah, let's get started. So here's the game setup for Green Scroll. I set it up in advance. I think it should be good. And I'm also going to join the players for this one. I'll send the link. Okay.
Okay, Goni, I'm here in the audio setting.
Okay, so what you need to click is there is a checkbox with the label 2 input channels, the one on the right. So just click it.
Did it.
Good.
Yeah. Anything else? No.
No?
Okay.
Okay, great. So we can click start.
Can I go and change my name?
Yes. I
It's
mean,
not located.
officially or
No, wait.
yeah,
Like with the Ministry of the Interior, or
you know, they watch these streams and they. Think we could switch.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, there's a strange thing.
Ooh. Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened? How did I jump to the top left corner when I should have moved? Goni, are you seeing this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was going from, like, I was doing the move that Taibah just did, but I ended up there. How did that happen?
I don't know. I'm trying to whistle with not much success.
Where am I now? Why can't I move? I jumped back again. Did you see that?
Really? You? Right.
This time I only jumped back one square. What is going on? But now I can't press. Okay. Wow, this is really weird. So what is 150 BPM? Is that the top?
Yes.
Nothing moves.
What happened now?
Do you also have access on your inventory?
Nope, I was just kicked out of the thing.
This is
Can't
really
click on
strange.
anything. Something, yeah, I can't click on anything, and I was like, it brought me back to the board, even though I was in the middle of the mini game, and I can't click on anything.
That's very strange.
Are these things happening only to me right now?
Yeah, I don't experience these kind of things, but my inventory is blocked for some reason. That's me.
Oh, it tells me that I finished. As if I finished the thing. I definitely didn't finish it. Okay, sure. Okay. I'm just as loud. What is going on? Oh, and I didn't finish, and I'm still okay now.
That's strange.
Goni, it's giving me your successes.
I think. So the question is,
Can you place a tile now?
I cannot.
I can, and it took me out of the game as if I finished it when you finished it.
It seems like
Does
we're
it
on the
think you're a
same
team?
yeah.
But what?
And it shouldn't be because
Because you're team 1 and I'm team 3, although there is an ominous space in your team. You know what
Yeah.
happened? When I went in, I was on team 1, and then I moved to team 3, and I think it didn't catch.
interesting.
Very interesting. Wow. And that empty space is, or was me, I guess. Whoa.
That's just the range. I cannot whistle well and cannot sing well.
It's really hard to go top right because that's like max volume the whole time.
Ah. I'm just stuck here.
Why?
I'm just following Yuval now because I cannot.
How on earth am I going to get to number 10?
You can actually. So yeah, yeah. No. Yes.
No. can't even laugh. Oh god, this is dangerous.
That's very safe.
No.
Wow.
I can't
Wow.
believe I did that.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good. Very
Ooh.
good.
Is this strict mode as well?
Yes. Wow.
Hooray.
Oh no,
so
I
team
didn't have to do
three-
that round.
Wow. Goni, look at the leaderboard. Team 3
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah. With no player.
There is no team 3, and all of a sudden I'm in team 1, and also we're at the bottom of the leaderboard. What even is
Yeah.
happening?
Okay.
Okay, some interesting team math.
Yeah. So yeah, there's probably a bug though. The thing that was actually working was the decelerator. So you ended up all the 3 players in this tile with touch with the 20 targets, and it was like for a moment you were back kind of square one. You were all in the same tile, but then Yuval finished quickly because he was very close to number 20, and then won the game.
But it could have reset at any
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that tile looked horrifying, so on some level I was quite glad that I didn't get a target and then lose a target.
Yes.
I almost got to 10 boxes.
And then it reset. Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like
I'm
I
very
had enough trouble with the BPM one just as a starting point.
Yeah, those ones
I think-
really throw me for a loop.
What I'm finding with them is they tend to be okay with like clicks, but I think most other sounds are really, really hard to get the duration of it. Like even with this, like if I do something like that, it's still too long for it to really like accurately detect it as a BPM as a
Because
sound.
because
like
there's
any
a decay.
open strings.
There's a decay.
Yeah, or like I guess like it's okay kind of slower with stuff like that. But if you want to do a fast tempo,
Yeah.
even something like that, there's too much of a decay for it to kind of
If you
actually
mute
pick
the
up the rhythm.
strings, if you mute
that was I tried it. It didn't like.
it doesn't
that
detect
might
that
work.
as separate.
It didn't love it. I might have to try it again because if I think maybe I was.
Maybe you were like accidentally
wrong
stopping an
string.
harmonic.
Yeah, because I think on that one it might actually be.
It worked fine for me with shh, 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 shh. I think it was okay. Okay, let's try that again. I'll ask you to pick a team and stay on that team. Don't change teams because there's apparently something strange there. And
Is this 4 teams or is this all of us?
it will be 4 teams. Yeah, 4 teams. So just pick your team, and so we don't end up in a similar situation. I want to try that again also with me and see, because now, so what happens now is that the games get easier the more players play them, like the mini games, the WAC mini games. So for example, if you look where Shira and Taibah, where you are, now it's 1 second silence between sounds, and at the beginning it was 7 second sounds. 7 second silence between sounds.
Yeah.
So
That's really interesting because I thought I had some like sort of background noise that it didn't think was silence, and that was why it's taking so long to disappear. I was like, is like a string ringing, or is there too
No.
much through the microphone?
no. Same thing with the rectangle target. So you can see it's 2 seconds where I was, but at the beginning it's 8 seconds. So this creates this kind of musical structure, in a way, of starting long and getting shorter. There is also, like, the original setting of this scenario was the other way around, that you start short and it gets longer the more players pass through the same tile, which actually kind of encourages, kind of gives an advantage to the leading player. So maybe we'll also try that after we do this other game. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna set up the game with it's going to be the same settings. So confirm and link, and just to remind you, so I'm team 1. Don't join team 1. It's late here. That's why everyone is tired. Okay, good. Well, what would have happened if somebody
Team 2
chose
was
Team 2?
gone.
Yeah.
I would have probably had more fun if I was on team 4.
Okay. Looks okay.
We'll find out. Where am I now?
Oh shit.
Susie, maniac.
No! Oh! No! Oh no. Where is one?
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, already?
Scheiße. Scheiße. Give a
Hooray.
chance to
Just getting
someone else. Come on.
started.
Give a chance
I
to
reckon we
someone
should do
else.
it in teams.
I think-
with more than
I thought-
one person.
I think I was so good to this time.
I got to 14 and then
I
touched
got
You were
12.
always like one ahead of me
and then
until
yeah.
you weren't.
Ah. I noticed another bug actually. I don't know if you noticed it, that when a player joins another player in the same tile, it resets the time in the rectangle targets.
I think that happened last time. I'm sure I remember Yuval mentioning something like that. Or it
Really?
might have been when someone completed the target, it reset.
Yeah, no, that was another thing. That was another thing. That if you complete a target, then the target disappears and a new target appears, and then you need to start from scratch. But what I noticed was that I think I joined a tile you placed, Yuval, with a rectangle target, and then I think you were already making some progress with the timer, but then it reset when I joined.
Maybe, but also I had some weird, like my AC is on, and every once in a while it sort of chose my AC over me, and so I was jittering. So I don't know if that was because of
That
you
was a
or
coincidence. So, oh no,
my. Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, I'm happy to blame you, but
Yeah. Yeah. Any thoughts, by the way?
I had
The
fun.
20
I don't know.
targets is hectic, but
But
at
but
least
it's
with
possible.
loudness, it's
But it's
doable.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
also, the fact that laughing can really throw you in the wrong direction is kind of excellent.
And coughing, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I feel like for me today, it's like work is, and I've had this with other things. It's like working out like what works in what way with like a different instrument is really interesting because of like volume. This is great because I can just play a pitch and it sustains, so it will keep going in pretty much the same direction and just kind of gradually shift. But it's so different to when you're doing it like vocally or with kind of like sort of like air controlled instruments. So I was like doing that and I was like, it's like learning a whole new control system, which is interesting.
how do you decide whether to sing or to play the bass?
Honestly, I'm only singing if I can't do it on the bass today. And I think it's mainly just because I feel like I've done a lot of these vocally. It's quite interesting to try it with something else, which is probably why I've been last on every game so far today.
Yeah. It's an instrument handicap in a way.
Did you feel
Yeah.
it's different than like different instruments? How it plays?
Yeah, I feel like this is the one I've noticed the most difference with, and I think it's because of like to be honest, on like bass in general, the sustain's usually quite long. So because of that, like things do hold unless you kind of mute them. So if you want really short sounds, like you can kind of do that. But with some of the rhythm stuff and then the volume stuff, it's completely different because it's almost the opposite, where actually you can just play a note and leave it, and if you get it at the right volume to start with, it will just keep drifting that way, which is why I enjoyed the volume one, and I was gutted that it cut out at 6 rather than letting me get to like 20. But one day I'll make it.
Shall we try now the positive feedback version?
Is this the one where it gets harder the slower you are?
Yeah.
Maybe I should do more singing.
Oh, I just got excellent news that the thing I was supposed to wake up super early for tomorrow is delayed.
Right. So we can continue.
Yeah, we can ScoreCraft all night, guys. Come on.
I don't know. I set the control scheme of touch to be random, and it's almost always the loudness one.
I prefer loudness to the rhythm one.
Yeah,
Is pitch an
imagine-
option?
Yeah,
You
I mean
didn't even get
it can be pitch class, brightness, loudness, tempo, or random.
I've got to be honest, I'm glad it's not been brightness for 20.
Me too.
Wow.
By the way, I thought Goni whenever you did this sound, I was thinking about your throat because it's not a good
It's not a good thing.
exercise to your throat now.
Well, that's the only way
I
I
enjoyed
got
the
it to
quotation marks on exercise.
That's the only way I was able to get the 3 o'clock direction. Yeah.
Drink some water.
Yeah. Yeah, I sent a link.
I anticipated.
Right. Let's start.
Ooh.
Yes, it happens.
Wow, that's gonna be really hard. Wow, this is gonna be really hard. I might have screwed us all.
No, not Taibah.
I was gonna say, I sound like this is what I needed.
It's amazing how there's this really harsh curve where we can't reach that one corner.
It's not for me. Can I get out of here? Oh no. Does it change
No,
someday?
it doesn't.
Oh god, thank you. So I'm staying here. It was a good game, everyone.
We stay together, Shira, in this style.
You can go lower, Goni.
So, could you do a singing lesson for me to get to this tone?
No, because if you don't have it in your range, you cannot, I think.
I have an idea. Wait. What I want to do is this. Yes.
What did you do?
I increased
What did you
the
do?
input volume.
You increased your.
Oh boy.
What is it with low targets?
Can I watch the game if I cannot?
Yeah, just click exit and click on one of the players.
Oh.
Going left here is really hard.
Hello, suckers.
I don't know how to go left.
No.
Ay, 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 Goni, ay, ay, ay.
I got one target so far.
Goni is doing his 5 target, so come on, guys, come on, you can beat him.
No, I touched it.
No, Goni, no.
No. No!
Goni,
What I was
no.
doing.
That's so bad. I should be in this game.
How did one get over there?
Just want to switch. Here.
No! 8 and 9 are terrible.
Well,
Goni.
No, don't touch it. This is not going to end tonight.
I think Taibah is going to win.
Potentially,
good.
but there's so many pitfalls along the way. It's
Very
not
good
even.
Taibah.
No, did I? Yes, I reset it. My God.
Very good Taibah. Ah. 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 Ah.
No.
Ooh.
Wow, what a game. Oh my god. That was
Uh,
really good. I have
Do you
to
know what
say.
though? I finally worked out how to make sound to move left.
Yeah.
Which
that's
actually
really-
makes me wonder when I say that. I wonder if the microphone makes a difference. Actually.
Maybe.
Because
Maybe
that
it
was
does.
way easier than it's felt like it was before. Clearly, I should have invested in better gear earlier.
I think the decelerator really works. It really works to kind of, because I was very much behind with Shira until I've figured out how to
Cheat.
make this. Yeah. Well, to make a
I
sound.
couldn't cheat.
To make
I
a
couldn't
sound
cheat.
as defined by the target. I will put it like that.
But I couldn't cheat.
Yeah. And then I had a chance multiple chances to win, and I screwed it. But and I think
Because I was behind when I got to that as well. So
yeah. And I think
I think was
no, go
sorry,
ahead.
I was gonna say, I think what's really interesting from a game point of view is with that last like decelerator sort of touch game, whoever wins that is almost guaranteed to win the game overall though. Because
Yeah.
unless it was like a super low target that was impossible to hit or kind of something that's out of range, you can just kind of like go through.
Yeah, but you can wait. You see that the targets change in the inventory, so you can wait until you get the one that fits you, and then you win quickly. I think musically it creates this kind of situation where everybody's sad, not suddenly, but kind of it ends up as everybody's playing the same thing, and then there is a moment it's gone. It moves forward, and the decelerator kind of creates this situation without forcing everybody to play the same thing, but it's kind of organically through the game it happens. That's the way I see it, at least. Yeah.
That was, I have to say, it was really such a good game because it was so fascinating about what each one of you is doing. It was like First, I was like, "Go Goni," because I saw it's like it's getting there, and then no, okay, I'm going back to Yuval. No, well, I think Yuval is not doing well.
No.
You're a very loyal fan, I should say.
I mean, the one thing I'm taking from that was I did not make it on that list anywhere. So
No, did you hear that? I was like, at the end, I was like, "Go Taibah! I think Go Taibah is gonna win." You didn't hear it? Then
I
what
think I
said?
heard that. I wasn't sure if it felt more like a statement of resignation, like, oh, I think Taibah is
No,
gonna
I was
win.
after you. I was just watching you all the time. After I left Yuval, and I said, "Okay, he's not gonna win."
I thought I was onto something with hitting the table with a dull fist to get left, but it was too chaotic.
Wait, so you couldn't go left at all?
I mean, I can do it with like thumping the table a little bit, but it was, sometimes it would pick up on some rattle and then jump like top right or something. And
But what about these?
no, it didn't work. It was too pitchy all the time. It didn't register at all.
Interesting.
See, this is where playing with vocal fry really helps, when you can just go like,
Yeah, that's the sound.
Yeah, I think I should have made it more. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we'll
No.
probably play this scenario again next session because there's still some bugs to test, and then I'll ask you to deliberately play around the teams and move from team to team to see if it's
oh, that'd be fun.
yeah, and we should also play it in teams because it's possible to play it in teams with multiple targets, and that's maybe another step to make the touch game to have it in co-op mode with teams. I don't know if we will manage to do 20 targets, but maybe that's a moment we need to set the
Does that mean
lower.
that
Yeah.
if anyone makes a mistake, everyone
Yeah.
in the team resets, but everyone in the team
And-
needs to hit all 20?
No,
I think it's just one person
no,
in
you
the team
play
needs
with
to hit
this. No, but you play with this code. You know, you have this
Oh,
string
I forgot
that
about that.
connects you, and then you
Yeah.
move together. You have to, and it will be 2 teams. So, yeah, it will be interesting once I
I think
implement
with
it.
20 targets, it will be really hard because if you both try and move in different directions, it will probably pull you into a target. And
I mean, I should say that it's possible to set it not to strict order, so just numerical order in the game setup.
I feel like that might be more fun
You
and less
think?
frustrating.
Yeah.
Does that mean when you hit like the 8 before the 7, just nothing happens?
Yeah.
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 That's what we all wanted through the last 2 games. is
Especially when the
basically what
control
we're
schemes
saying.
are hard, that becomes like a real big issue. When the control schemes are like, when they can just throw you in a direction you don't intend, there's some really tight corners that you get into where it's
Yeah.
just.
I mean, Shira enjoyed
Yeah.
it, so
As an audience
as
member.
an audience.
So what you're saying with that is it's more fun to watch than it is to play.
Yeah, of course it's frustrating, but when you don't,
I mean, I
you
felt
can't
like
go
this
through
last
that.
one was doable. The rhythm one, for some reason, I never quite got it. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think the rhythm I'm getting there. I think the bit that I find harder is it's the spacing between the notes. It's getting a sound that's got a quick enough decay that you can go fast.
Yeah. Works for me.
See, I find clicking works as well, but I guess
Also
I think
clapping, I
it's
think.
but I think it's a really interesting one when you think about on different instruments, because of even if you were to take kind of a string instrument with pizzicato, that would probably have too much decay to really get that sort of fast.
No, I think
Tempo.
you will have to tap or knock on the. I mean, it's actually a
Yeah.
question if the decay, the natural reverb of the instrument would be also too long for it to register as separate hits.
But I
Yeah.
do think there's something quite interesting kind of sound wise with that, because I think the only way you can really get fast is with sounds that sound quite percussive, and it's whether kind of with like slower ones you could have a pitched kind of note that you could do kind of quite like slowly, so that you've almost just got more of a sort of thing. But actually with that, if you go faster, you don't get enough of a decay between the notes to kind of
Yeah.
have that. So it's, I guess it's whether as a control scheme, like although it is tempo, it kind of has other implications for the type of sounds you make to control it.
Yes. Yeah, I guess it depends on the onset detection algorithm, which is now very crude, just looks at volume, but it could look at other stuff. Again, these are on the list, but yeah, takes time. Great. Any more comments before we wrap up the session and go to sleep?
Potentially that.
Okay. Yeah, great. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next session. Goodbye.